Hello, hello, good morning, and happy Thursday. Let me turn that music down just a little bit for me. All right, so we are continuing to do our designing today. So let's see what that means. We had last time we took a look at whether or not simple shapes sort of floating up would be too bothersome, what it would look good, would it be okay? I think that it's going to be okay, at least for like a first iteration through. It also increases the fun level of the design. Some people in the design world call this delight. So my idea would be I'd have different shapes. I think some of them should be like cogs, similar to like, the rest logos. Maybe they could be logos of like tools that I use, along with some, shapes. I was thinking also having them bubbling upwards as opposed to falling down, although either works. And basically they can maybe show up, like fade into view, go up, and then sort of fade out just as they're reaching the top. Let's see. Reflex, no. And goodbye. And homeless, hello. WSL is slow when copying files from host drive to your home drive in WSL. Oh, really? Interesting. I guess like one of the things that I was doing when I was working was on WSL, I just CD'd into the directory on the host system and then worked out of there. And I suppose that would probably that wouldn't like make it faster, but I think like the illusion of speed is there because I'm not like copying files at a time, or I'm not copying like the entire directory or like really big things. I'm just doing like one or two little things at a time. But maybe that would explain some of the more slowness in compiling too. Just off the hello. Good morning, or I suppose evening or afternoon. All right, let's continue looking through here. So we have our basically this is gonna be a landing page. So we're gonna name this landing. We have all these fun things. I think I'll put these into a I meant group selection. I'll put these into a group which we'll call sort of like the background. Okay. We have the sign up, log in. That's going to be fine. We have all these things on the sort of like the top nav bar, even though the nav bar would be kind of invisible. And then coming down to like the content section. I don't know, like I've never really been a huge fan of like the hero images, or like the giant banner. It was like super popular for a while, is like that you'd come to a landing page and it would just be an entire image and that was it, like maybe a title, nothing else. Then you scroll down to get to the content. I'm not a huge fan of that. I just want to like see what I'm here for right then. So because of that, I would kind of want to create another text here. And we'll just probably just say like, welcome to Spills. We can increase this font maybe a bit. Center it on the screen. And then let me hide this so it doesn't. Oh, I don't want that. I want you out here. Man, just having little patterns in the background changes the feel of it so much. Like a flat background, I don't think is gonna be good. So I think we're gonna want like layers of flat things, to sort of like increase the visual noise, but also like increase the just make it look a little bit more alive. So then we have a couple different destinations here. We have courses. So we have courses. We have what would it be? It would be courses, like the live stream VODs. And then maybe just like looking through any projects that I've created, projects and games. Interesting. So I can't. I guess that kind of lines up on the left-hand side there. I kind of. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have the background on each of these. So looking at courses here, what I'd like to do is maybe have. You say polygon. Can I actually change that shape? Because that's definitely a triangle only. I don't think I can change it. And I can't like add sides to it. Well, that's it feels a little bit silly to call it a polygon. When I can't therefore like make it increase this shape. And I understand like technically it's a polygon, but then also isn't a rectangle technically a polygon too? As well as a star? We could possibly play around with a rectangle for that, but let's try this. So if I take a rectangle and we just go over courses, let's say. So I'll put you right in the center like that. And let's make you, I don't know what color we want. I can also go need something like a little bit more muted than like bright, so it doesn't, it pops, but it doesn't like necessarily I want to go like in between that clash and the other thing. I never really learned like proper color theory too. I kept on like reading. I keep on reading the things like documents about it, and it just keeps on like eluding me exactly what I want. Now, okay, with a rectangle, can I do something like this and change one of the sides down? No, this has to be a rectangle. So if I wanted to do something like, we can try a triangle. So if I were to do something like this, nice in the center of our rectangle, bring you up. Let's mute that a little bit and make it closer to that. Maybe a little bit lighter. What I was initially thinking of, maybe I can do it with a line, is another rectangle, but then something like this. I wonder if the pen tool would work for that. Okay, something like this, with its own background, that then I could put like here instead of that triangle. Maybe even instead of the rectangle background. Can I do that with a pen, maybe? Okay, I could do something like that. Oh, paint bucket. What? Where am I choosing this? Oh, this fill. That's where it is. Okay. Not exactly the same, but if I take you away, there you go. Do something like this, but like maybe slightly different sides here. Then this would essentially now be my my titles, my like sections here. So I'd have like one here. I could do either exactly the same one here. Have to make sure they're all the right size. Let's try this again, but now that we know what we're doing. I'll do the biggest one first. So You're a little bit too dark. Something like that, maybe? I don't know if I want that to be random also. I could do random, but that might be a little bit too much. But I could do something like this now. And we could make this a little bit smaller. Sort of like the same general idea, but match to the size of the text that it's on. But oh, I can do random also. Like I could do 3 like different ones. Like okay, courses gets this like up and to the right. This one gets like maybe like longer one looks a little bit better. This one maybe gets like shifted over slightly differently. So if we brought the background back, then all of these things floating up here, it kind of still makes sense. So then if I have all of you, you're grouped. So section titles. Homeless, hello. Is this the personal website? Not exactly. I'm thinking about this as a website for Brooks Builds, which in a way it's kind of a personal website, but also it's going to be a place to like come here, watch, like you could watch the VODs on it. You can find the courses for it, or get links to all the projects so that we've created here. So not like kind of, but also not exactly. Like the entire Brooks Build show is kind of a personal, like project type thing. And then we can have like a little bit of text for each of these to sort of like show off what this is, like what these are about. So we have I want significantly smaller text than that. What? Before I even start? Okay. Let's go like 20. All right, so something like for the courses, let's see. We have a variety, not yet. Let's see. Improve your skills. Taking a course. We have free and I guess like for right now it's going to be just free courses available, so I'll just stay with that. So these courses are let's see. Let's see, improve your skills by taking a course. Have we have courses ranging from, oh wait, can I just do it all in one line and then it will auto like wrap around to whatever I make it later? Include that the courses are free, yes. That's a good point. Okay, so improve your skills by taking a free course. We have tracks, or we're going to have a track because I'm working on the web development track right now. We only have the front end with you, but we're going to add in the back end after we build this. Then the back end goes in. So we have tracks for web development, making games like game development, game dev, and DevOps. I do have that DigitalOcean one. Let's see. And then I want to. So I have a couple different stages that we're going to go through here. For like stage 1, we're just going to have the course up. I want you to sign up and be able to take it, but it's still going to be available on YouTube because it's still going to be hosted on YouTube. But I think that what you can do is get access to the courses sooner by coming here, and then they'll be made available in public on YouTube later. Create some diagram to visualize the tracks and what they include. Put this on a website. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to link, like the call to action here is going to be linked to the page where we're going to have a data table with all the different courses, or at least we're going to start with like the course tracks, or you can do searching for them. I'm thinking, I really like what I have in my mind right now is something similar to what the master front-end masters does. I really like that. I've always liked that sort of style when I'm looking for courses to consume. So something like show me like the tracks, and then also show me like I can switch over and just look at the individual courses themselves, and that's it. So what I want them to do is click a button to go to a page specifically for the courses. So maybe here it would be then check out the courses here. Okay, now do something like that. Wonder if I actually don't want that in there. Really, I want like a button that would be probably like, if we're going with like super fun, we're gonna want a button that's not just a plain old boring button, but like if I have text, which is check out the courses. So I do the pen tool again. Do I want like an oval style button? We could do that. I could do more of these, but I sort of like feel like these are just like titles. So perhaps if I just do a rectangle like this, it'll be fine. For you, I want rounded corners. I feel like rounded corners works better with this sort of design that we're going with. We're not going to want you to be white. I wish that I had a color palette that sort of like referenced Brooks Builds. So I'm just sort of making these up as I go along, which is not necessarily the best. Bright primary colors right now seems to be where I'm going though. So sure, we'll do green. Now I have to make sure that I'm not going too bad with the color blindness options, because I could really make that make it really hard to read. And I'm not exactly sure what the color blindness options are for me. Okay, so we have something like that. Over here, we would have I stream self making projects. Let's see. I stream myself making projects, answering questions, and preparing for new courses. Catch me live on Twitch, or watch a VOD here. We've made some projects and games that you can download or that you can play, like use. Check them out and request new projects. Most of them are like actual, like just little games that we made here and there. I don't want to do like another Take Me To. I don't want to check out. What's another thing I can do? Investigate? No, that doesn't work. All right. Well, while I think about that, over here, I'm sort of like thinking more about like, what if I do have cause we have 2 tracks right now, so I could put those down. So I have like improve your skills by taking a free course. We have tracks for web development, game dev. So what if I switch this over and do like just a introduction to each track, right? So we have like full stack web dev. So want to be so track 1 would be a full stack web development with Rust. This track will take you from close to 0, so like 1 to web dev really quickly, like you'll create a full stack to do application to do using modern Rust frameworks like Axum, u.rs. I guess like first like Axum and u.rs. This is like one option is just have this here, but then we can also go to a data table. Oh, this takes you like maybe courses like full stack web development with Rust. Oh, maybe I don't need the description here. Like so we have like this would be like course tracks. So full stack web development with Rust. Do I want this to be just a button or a link? Maybe. I feel like I want some other sort of like design fun thing with this. Like like a vertical like almost thinking like the tree in like a GitHub thing where I have something coming down like this. You make it like really dark, that becomes pretty stark against that's too much. I don't need that much. Like 2 maybe. So full stack web development with Rust. So like then maybe like this could be like a card, right? So like a card would then have something like frameworks. We have Axum, u.rs, project, to do app, something like that. And then this would be a button that we have here. So check it out. Like go watch it now. Like watch it now. And so if I want this to be a card, then I want another box here. something like this. Don't want you to be exactly white, but maybe you can be like a little bit gray. Just slightly off-white. You can go there and then just information, a little bit of information about it. So we have our title. We have like the frameworks and a project that you're going to learn. And then maybe I can put like a Rust logo in there too. That could be good. Let me see if I can find... Oh, I'd probably want more than just that. I would probably want something like, we have the Rust logo, we have the U logo, I don't have Axum here. But you could imagine like I put the different logos on for the frameworks that we're going to be using. I feel like this needs like 2 degrees. Okay, I like that a little bit more. And so then we have maybe you go like right into the center of that. And then this entire thing is its own group. And we do another one now. So you are, let's see, we have a full stack web development with Rust. My other course, improve your skills with improve your Rust skills Rust with game dev. So frameworks, we have so maybe like frameworks is wrong. So project here would be an ECS. So ECS library. Frameworks may not be correct. Maybe it would be maybe just want like a short description of it. So in this series, we create a on this series of courses. So I guess maybe in this case I want like to break up the front end and back end now, because I don't have too many courses, so it'd probably be easy to put them all right here. But later on, I definitely am going to want to like break this out into its own page as I get more courses. So let's do build like introduction to U.rs. So in this series, in this course. So skipping that, in this course, we'll be creating, learn the basics of web development using u.rs. U is similar to React, so we'll be programming with components. Let's see. Okay, learn the basics of web development by, how about like learn the basics of u.rs for front end web development without touching a line of JavaScript. We'll be creating a front end for a to-do application. Okay. Something like this. Now, given that, I clone you, and then we'll have the other course that I have right now would be improve Rust. Improve our Rust. Improve Rust. By making an ECS. Okay, so let's see. Improve your Rust skills by creating an ECS library from scratch in Rust. ECS, I guess like systems, ECS systems, ECS are used in many game engines behind the scenes. And are a fun way to stretch ourselves then this would really just be the Rust logo because there's no library, there's no framework, there's nothing else. We're just doing that. I released Alt too soon. Okay, so now I have those two lines there. So basically I do something like this. Almost like these are cards hanging off of whatever this thing is. It just gives it like a little bit more to look at, or like reasons why these exist, especially since like the colors are so flat. I feel like I need something here to help out with it. But okay, so in general, I like the idea of it. We'd have a title to this card. We'd have a description, a link to go to that course, and then like logos of what logos of technology we're using. And then I'd have technically I'd have 3 right now, so this would just be extended down. So I like this a little bit more. Live stream VODs. I feel like I want to do something maybe similar. We could have the live stream. So like if we're live here, we can have like the text like that. So this would either be like live now, or it would be well, I could have like something like live now, and if I am live, it'll be like just deploy like the embedded thing here. If I'm not live, it'll just be another one of these here, which is the last streamed on, oh, it'd be like the stream title. So like oh no, we have the stream title here, so we'll have something like today's, which would be, what is that, designing a web app. And then you would be streamed on like 2022 0706. What day is it? 06/23. Let's do like yesterday, 22. And then maybe one more. So I do like it'd be essentially the last couple streams, and then take me to the VODs. So like watch all the VODs. So all VODs. Oh, and you know what we can do? We can do VODs on Twitch. VODs on YouTube. Probably want these to be a little bit bigger so that the text could fit side by side. But of course the image isn't pleasant for that. I can make you maybe a little bit smaller. Something like that, except obviously have everything line up a little bit better. I'm not trying to make it perfect here, just sort of like get an idea of what it would look like in general, and then we can like do it the rest of it in code and actually make it look right there. But okay, I like this a lot more where we're going. So we have our live stream VODs, we have our courses, and then our projects. I've made some like interesting projects, but I don't know how many of them are hosted. So I might also just sort of like leave this blank, and you like, what can I use this space up for until the projects sort of exist? Maybe a call to action for like why to sign up. This is all inside the landing here. I want, where's that projects? Oh, that doesn't undo it. Okay. Section titles. That's what it is. Okay, so maybe instead of projects, this could be sign up. I'm going to continue making courses and fun projects. They will be visible, or you can find them signing up here for a free account. Will allow you to watch them before they are available on YouTube. So if I'm not logged in, then now these are available right now. So in the future, when I add another one, I would probably do something like switch this from like a watch it now to be log in to watch. Something like that. And there's some other sort of like incentives that I can give over time. I'm thinking like initially this would be where we go with it. Someday I might also like be, what I want to do is like prepare myself so I'm not absolutely tied to YouTube and not necessarily tied to Twitch too, because if something happens to the platform, and we've been seeing like lots of interesting things with Twitch in like the recent past, and you know, look how like quickly Mixer was like going up, and then bam, it was just dead in days. So I do want to like have something like a centralized place you can go to, so that way if I do switch platforms, I'm not just gone forever. So that's one of like the big reasons for this right now. And this would be the incentive, right? Like this is the value you're going to get if you sign up, is you can watch these before they land on the platform that you're going to go watch it on, because I can have them unlisted on YouTube, and then you come here. And I could even potentially, I don't know if I can do that. In the future, I might even do something like if you've signed in, you get them like ad free. But I would have to like host them in 2 different places because I don't think that I can have ads running on YouTube and then also have like ad free on like some other sites. I don't think that works that way. So things that I can do. I'll probably need to do like a micro redesign each time I sort of like do another section, but if I build this right, that should be fairly trivial to do and like add to it. But okay, so we have like reasons to sign up here. We have the live stream VODs. What else do I want here? So like, does this capture everything I had in my mind? So I have the individual courses. Oh, you know what I'm missing here is a Discord thing. So I want to okay. Join the community on Discord. We like to discuss where we answer questions about the course, help each other out, and I want to be negative and like glibly joke about like, hey, we argue about productivity and other stuff, but like and I guess like discuss like modern development and management tricks. It'd be something like that. Bullfirst Dad, hello. So I'll take you and Discord to make it really obvious what that is. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? How are you? So I could then do something like this with this down here. So like the right side becomes these like smaller sections that go down. We have like longer ones here. Eventually, so going with sort of like more of a supple design type things. I don't have that much content yet for this. I really don't think there's a value of like having a list of every single VOD that I have. I have way too many of them. But okay, if I'm just doing this as like a very simple account, stage 1, so like phase 1 of this is going to be, I want you to like come here, sign up, essentially give me your email address and or link your account. That way, and then in return, you get to watch courses as they're made earlier than everybody else. So, and then eventually, without ads, and then as I like add more content, we'll redesign this to be broken out into different pages. So like maybe the courses aren't all visible here, but I link to the courses, and we'll have to like design that and sort of like update that as we go along. Maybe at that time I'll find a designer to actually help me out too. You just got back from the gym, finished eating your post-workout meal. You often meet your old principal at your gym, and sadly he got hurt playing football, so he's not going to be able to play for a few months. Oh no. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, it's so easy to injure ourselves. I remember like I hurt myself and I couldn't like go out or do anything for like a year. It really sucked. So good luck to your old principal, and hopefully he'll be back on his feet soon. But change the bicycle lane icon, I guess, to female bikes instead of the male bikes. In Stockholm, Sweden now has female and male bike lanes to be more inclusive. Interesting. I don't think they ever have done that here. There's been a push, though, to remove the curved bar in bicycles and just make it like a straight bar. So that way it's like there is less of it's a male bike or a female bike, and it's just a bike. Which, like, I've never really understood why you'd want a curved bar like for women versus a straight bar for men. Like that, none of that ever really made sense. Pointlessly gendered, I think, or like defining gender for that. I don't know. So that's good. I think that kind of thing is like is good. It helps people feel included, and it doesn't like hurt anybody. Personally feel it's like a solution to a non-existing problem, but if it helps people feel inclusive, then sure. I think many would have preferred that money to be spent on police or healthcare. Is so coming from like a management side of things, it's really interesting for us to like, interesting is the wrong word. It's really easy for us to like forget or not realize if we're not the ones being excluded, because we can sit here and like talk about how, oh, it's like it's not actually helping anybody, it's not doing anything. But if there are a group of people that it does like actually improve their mindset in life and feel more included, then actually it is doing something, right? Then maybe that was a problem, but it was an invisible problem, at least invisible to us. So I like to keep an open mind about those things. It to me it helps because it's quite possible that I don't have all the information. I mean, it's more than quite possible. It's absolutely sure. It's probably a small cost for the cause. Yeah, and there might be other things too, like in the case of like those bicycle signs, like maybe a bunch of them needed to be redone anyways because of just age and fading. So like, hey, if we're gonna redo it, might as well just do something else too. Like, I sort of feel like that's helpful. All right, so I like this so far. Okay. This, I believe, hits all of my things. I could put a footer in here, but like, don't know if I necessarily need to. Let's see. Do I want feedback or anything else with this? I don't know. But I think like the next steps would be to take this design and create stories from it, and also like create something else. I feel like people have forgotten the golden rule of life: treat others how you want to be treated. Like you say, it's probably hard for some people to really understand since they're not the ones who feel excluded. I think this really comes to, have you ever heard like people who say like, I want feedback, but make it brutal. Like give me brutal feedback. But to me, that's like not a good idea. Like brutal feedback doesn't help. It just makes people feel attacked. And even if you claim that you want it, usually it's not exactly what you want. You just want honest feedback. But you don't usually want to be attacked personally, which is what I would consider brutal feedback to be, would be, well, you are a terrible person because, you know, you chose to make flat circles in the, you know, the background of your app. You know, you don't know anything about design, therefore you don't know what you're talking about. To me, that's brutal. And that's also like not helpful, because as soon as I feel personally attacked, everything else with that message goes out the window. Like there's actually some studies showing like I can't listen to it anymore, because I'm too busy defending myself now as opposed to being open. What I've heard of is there's the new golden rule, which is don't treat others how we want to be treated. Treat others how they want to be treated, as long as we're like it's within our ethical bounds of treating them that way, right? So if somebody wants to be included and like talked about in like a certain gender like way, it's like they don't want a he him or a her she her. Well, we may want to be called one way, like by specific gender bounds, but they don't. So therefore, what's the harm in meeting them where they want to be? Like, it doesn't hurt us, and it helps make them feel better. So why not? I won't hurt myself to like match somebody else, but that's where like I draw the line for that. Okay, so I've got this. All right. Stories with this. Okay, so if we're signed in, then we'd have the watch it now also. We have all these things. We have these ones. Okay, so courses. How am I going to create these tags and have them in here? I kind of feel like I'm going to need a database and an admin panel for me to add them in, because I don't want to like manually go into the database and do it. So I need like an admin page now. So looking at this, if we have landing and I clone you and I have like admin, you would be something like, welcome Brooks. I could even have the courses over here. I have the courses sitting up here, just like this. But maybe I want like a form for like add a new course or edit for each of these now, if I'm logged in as myself. So maybe I can have like a if I'm logged in, I'll come here, but then I'll have like a little pencil icon next to this. We can have a pencil icon. I have a computer icon. The Cypress logo. Okay. Let's see. Google Fonts. Google Fonts also has an icons, which is really cool. So I want edit side. Here, this is fine. Let's download. This is a PNG. I can like put something in each card here, like that. I don't know if that's exactly where I would put it, but do something like that. And then, oh, I want like a plus icon. So new. Can do like a new icon here. When I click on, well, I mean, regardless if it's a new or if it's an edit, it's going to be a form. So we're going to have something like the course title. And you're just going to be a simple edit box like that. Okay. Maybe I'll do you over to the left like this. So in the case of like editing introduction to U.RS, I would take you, copy you. You would go here essentially. So we'd have our introduction to U.RS. We have our description. So I think if I do this one first, it'll show up on top. No, of course. Okay, so never mind. Can I just bring this to the front here? Oh, bring to front, like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, so something like that. Now logos. It's gonna be interesting. So I need some way to upload a logo, probably to S3, probably create a, well, wait, no, would it be S3? No, I'm gonna add it to the project, aren't I? Would I? Or would I want to, probably this would just be upload it some other way. And okay, so MVP, upload it some other way and then just provide a URL for this. So this would be a new thing like this. So this would be logo URL. So it'll be something like HTTPS / like Rust logo.png, something like that. But then I want the ability to add more of these. So, and they need like another button here. Like add another one. And then I can have a button trash icon to delete. Something like that. And obviously, I then need a playlist. It's gonna be more of this playlist URI. So it'd be like https://youtube.com/blah. And then I want a tag here, like a checkbox for is like logged in user only. And then we'll have like a little square checkbox. And then we can have our button. I will make this like save. Or cancel. If you're cancel, then we'll make you like, you know, a nice like dark red, something like that. You need to be white. And that's how I can add more courses to this, and this would get saved. This would be sent to a backend that then, well, not actually, no, it wouldn't necessarily need to be, because we can go straight to Hasura and go into our database that way. So potentially no backend, no Axum backend needed yet for this. There's some more advanced stuff that I want to get to eventually, which, yes, I would absolutely need a backend, but until then, probably not. So this would probably be like the beginnings MVP for this. And then what my thoughts are is get this going, see how it is, get some feedback from you all, and if whatever methods I want to change with it, then then I can like do that. It'll be part of like the project type things too. So it would be the first project as well in the list. All right. So I'm thinking tomorrow what we can do is actually start making user stories for this and going from there. Maybe like little tags in my project on GitHub projects. That being said, I do need to head off to work. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's see. I don't really have anything else. So once again, thank you for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Time until around this time. 8:10, 8:15 is usually when I try to end and then head off to my day job. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Bye.